Yeah, welcome to one of the darkest episodes of Raga since 2018, Jacques Nienaber said. That's the last time they played as badly as they did yesterday. Francois, your impressions of the Springboks?
You know what, yes, it was just poor in all aspects, unfortunately. Poor kicking game, poor defensive game, specifically, which is generally our very strong points. For some reason it was totally lacking. We found ourselves, I think 12 minutes in, it was still fairly tight until again, and I've been saying this for many episodes before, poor discipline, yellow card by Faf, totally stupid. Swung the momentum again in Aussie's favour. Soon thereafter there was a try, and then we started to play catch-up rugby, and through penalty kicks, and that was it. We led briefly in the beginning of the second half, 17-15, but it was briefly. And then unfortunately we were caught out again, by strong physical runners, slip tackles, and I think there was a 4-on-1, the Aussie second try was a 4-on-1 against our centre on the outside. We led to their try, so seemingly easy try scored by Australia.
But what's the problems? Why from beating the British and Irish Lions, that was a very strong British and Irish Lions team, we outplayed the Pumas in South Africa. Why suddenly?
Is it the case of Australia that has now gotten to know how to counter our defence, our game plan, or is it just us that's not on par with our level of defensive play, as an example, one of the aspects?
Well, according to me, the coach is not there. And Jacques is a very nice person, and I'm sure he's trying his utmost and everything, but Rassie Erasmus, up till today, is the coach of the Springbok rugby team. So the leadership of Rassie in Australia is missing completely. We all saw that documentary of them, Rising, what's it?
Yeah,
but in any case, how Rassie talked to them into in the cloakrooms and everything. According to me, that's point number one.
Chasing the sun.
Chasing the sun, yeah. Now they're chasing something else, and there's no sun if you close the lid. Yeah. So according to me, that's the first problem. The real coach is not there. Say what we want from Jacques. I see some people compared him to Cash of the Lions, that comes as a conditioning coach and grew through the whole stuff to become a coach. Also a very valid point, neither Cash nor Jacques has ever coached, was never a head coach of any team before they were appointed coaches of the Springboks and the Lions.
Interesting. Yeah.
So that's the other excuse. That's why I say the head coach wasn't there. That's your major problem. And then we must also accept that the injury to Pieter Steph du Toit is a massive, massive blow to South Africa. Then we lost
another lock through concussion.
Yeah. And no. Firstly, it's Dwayne Vermeulen's injury. He's definitely not at his best.
Yeah, still struggling to get back into the
He's
game. Trying
his utmost and everything. Eben Etzebeth is not at his best. I think Eben is overplayed. Everybody expects from Eben to still control everything and physically dominate everybody, but he's all by himself.
And he's been playing full matches for the whole tournament so far.
So the physical component of the Springbok rugby team is gone. We aren't that physically dominating as we were before.
Definitely. And that's why, I mentioned physical runners. The props, etc. Aussie was coming at us with those strong runs.
But our props did. We did well in the scrums. Malherbe, Nyakani, everybody did their part.
Bongi,
yeah. So I was a bit disappointed with Marsh, but Marsh came on when everything went wrong for South Africa. And again, you can't expect one guy to come on and fix everything. But what upsets me the most is the rugby pundits that everybody's jumping up and down now saying that Jacques is destroying Springbok rugby. And when I said before the British and Irish lines, we've got a problem at lock, we've got a problem at scrum half, and all those problems, then everybody kept quiet. But now it's the right thing to say, let's get rid of Jock, and what's going on is killing Springbok rugby and everything. Why now?
Look, if you look at the game itself, it was a close affair. It's just, yeah.
It was never a close affair. the Aussies was in control for the whole of the first half. It's only the first 20 minutes of the second half that the Springboks came back. Yeah. And they forced several penalties, which they converted. Luckily, Pollard was more or less on
song to, yeah.
So that helped the Springboks a lot. But thereafter, the Aussies again took control. But my problem is they bullied us.
Where we shouldn't be bullied. Yeah.
Franco Mostert, everybody was holla Franco Mostert, and he showed. He's not a physical player. When he had Pieter Steff, Eben Etzebeth, Dwayne Vermeulen and all those guys going forward, then it's nice to run around on the rugby field. Now he slipped so many tackles.
Yeah. That was another problem that we had was, and then, as I said, we were caught out. If you can look at those tries, we were scrambling on defence because we weren't organised.
But we're not playing our physical game anymore. And now suddenly we want to pass the ball and take the ball to the wings.
And scrambling most likely because we're being under pressure up front. Yeah.
I don't think we were under pressure up front.
No.
I think up front we were more. Well, we were at least level with the Aussies. Yes, we missed Dwayne, we missed Eben Etzebeth, we missed all those guys. Lode Jager, that was not there. Yeah. We missed those guys. But at the problem is at the South African backline. We're sitting with Faf that wants to run around in his South African flag onderbroekie that made him famous, and he wants to play Superman all over. Again yesterday, several times he was not behind the scrum or the loose scrums where he was supposed to.
Yeah.
Other players had to come in and help at the loose scrums.
And discipline.
His arrogance, that yellow card was just arrogance.
And stupid, honestly.
Our centres never got the ball for 4 or 5 tests, and now suddenly we want them to run with the ball.
Yeah. Marvin Orie though?
Marvin Orie played
some good news there, I'm thinking.
Well, I don't think good news. Marvin Orie did exactly what was expected with him when he was at the Lions, when he was at the Western Province. Good line-out caller, good line-out player. And Marvin were willing to carry the ball. It was as if Mostert and all those guys just hid away somewhere, refusing to carry the ball. So Marvin did, according to me, was one of the better players on the field for the Springboks. But Marvin is not a test lock.
Yeah, well, he was forced into it yesterday, but yeah.
So, yeah, it's dark days for South Africa.
So what to do for next Saturday against the All Blacks is the question.
Get COVID.
Okay. Right, next question, what to do against Saturday against the All Blacks?
I don't think there's anything we can do. I think Jacques has got, 55 players overseas, or he's got a team of 55 or 47 players, and there is players that's hard as nails and everything, that will take on the All Blacks up front physically, like the Dupree brothers, those type of players. New Zealand doesn't like being opposed physically, being tackled back and everything, and that's what we must do.
So let's maybe change some positions for next Saturday.
Well, we have to get rid of Franco Mostert. We have to get rid of those 3 loosies that came on the second half. You can't do that. That's stupid. That's absolutely stupid. You need a lock that can come up on as part of the bomb squad. The 2 centres, there's nothing you can do. I would love to see Afalele Fasi. Give the boy now a chance. New Zealand has all but already confirmed as the winner of the championship. They've got 20 points. South Africa got 10. So we must get 5 points against New Zealand, and they mustn't get 1 bonus point in the next 2 matches. So forget about this. Let's throw everything out and let's start regrouping, playing Springbok rugby players, creating Springbok rugby players. Yeah, we'll have to change everything. We'll have to restart everything. South African rugby, or Springbok rugby, is in serious problems. We don't have locks. We don't have proper flankers if Peter Steff is not there. We don't have a scrum half. Fly half, I can't imagine why they didn't bring whatchamacallit from the Bulls, take him to Australia. Quisson. But now it's time for drastic steps.
Oh, I've got nothing to lose now, basically. So,
and the only up-and-coming youngster that they've got that's really test quality is Afalele Fassi. And that's a shame. Maybe taking a Evan Roos with, taking a Pepsi Buthelezi with, taking all these young guys with, 5 or 6 or 7 of them would have created some experience when they had to step in. But now there's nothing.
Yep. Let's see what happens.
So COVID, I don't wish on anybody except 1 or 2 people. But I think that's.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm always. Maybe we got a pleasant surprise in a good way for us next Saturday with a better performance. Yeah.
No.
From my side. Okay.
No.
Let's agree to disagree.
Right, that's it. So everybody is, but like I said, that really upsets me, Francois, is the guys that dishing out criticism without anything positive to say. We know how Jock was appointed. All these things we know about. Nobody opened their mouth for 2 years. When we won the series against the British and Irish Lions, nobody said, but Jock is inexperienced and everything, what if, and that kind of stuff. Now suddenly we want to we want to get rid of them and everything. That's the guys we've got. And we still need to support these guys.
Definitely. So ja.
Ons bloed is nog steeds groen.
Al die pad.
Met baie bloed in. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, let's see what happens Saturday.
Looking forward to it.
No.
Enjoy the week.